Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about some Paige and Craig. Again, I know people are like, oh, we're done with this. And I get it. I get it. And I wouldn't bother you unless there was shit to bother you with. And in this moment, I'm not gonna lie, it seems like there's a little bit of things to bother you with. Um, Normally I would give both of them a thumbs up. Right now, this is like you guys might get some news that you don't want. I don't know. People, it's so funny. I was talking about this before we get into the fact that Paige's DMs might be leaked. I was talking about this before. I can see right through, like, I can see and appreciate both of these people. And I've gotten a lot of crap in the DMs about it. Craig Conover is one of those people who tells you he is a good liar, who wants to sit there and garner sympathy from the crowds, who knows how to play people very well. You can see it, you can read through it. I don't think there's a lot of mystery behind it. And unless you've dealt with somebody like that, I don't think that you would believe it. But also, again, he tells you where Paige comes off like an asshole on her show because she's snarky, she can be nasty sometimes, condescending or rude. But then also, it's like you get her at face value. You see what you get with Paige. It's right there in your face. Just that's what you get. But sometimes what I've learned is I appreciate the person who is showing me who they are as opposed to the person who is hiding from me who they are. But we're going to get into it. Smash the like button, show some love. Oy, 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 oy. Thank you to tasteofreality.com. Paige Desorbo was advised to be careful as inappropriate DMs may get leaked. Well, she's getting called out by a Dumois source claiming inappropriate DMs to Joe D'Amelio, the guy that she was seen with at the Super Bowl and also at the Eagles game, that they're floating around and that she should be careful. Paige was spotted at the Super Bowl with the Clutch Sports executive and seemingly spent New Year's Eve with him as well. But the tip was, according to Dumois' source, a Bravo star was caught in the DMs. This giggly Italian Bravo celebrity who has been rumored to have been DMing an Italian sports VP might want to be careful how much she puts out there. Rumor has it the proof of inappropriate DMs to her new beau while he was engaged are about to drop. They said, I'm no Nancy Drew, but this sure feels like it came from Joe's ex or somebody in her camp. Now, a word from Joe's ex, Rachel Durante. It was on January 17th where she called out Paige's flirty interactions with Joe. She didn't specify the woman that she was referring to in her statement, but clearly signs are pointing to, well, Paige. Regarding what's been out there this past week, disrespectful messages were sent to a man who was spoken for. There was absolutely no regard or respect for another woman or her relationship, insinuating for him to leave me for her. As my relationship went on, the banter continued, and I was purposely made to feel insecure. My relationship was undermined. And as someone who holds themselves to such a high standard and claims to be a girl's girl, her actions contradict this. I had the courage to leave a toxic situation, and as a girl's girl myself, I'll continue to lift other women up and their relationships up. I will not try to tear them down for my own good. And I refuse to have anyone lie on my name and write their own false narratives about my life. It is what it is, and I wish everyone the best. Yeah. I don't know. And I like how Taste of Reality, our girls Ashley and Amani, they said, do you think that Paige cares about leaked DMs from Joe's ex? Or what Craig Conover has to say about her? Um, I think that's a great question. I don't think that she cares what Craig Conover has to say about her. I think at this point she's kind of closed that. I think that if there are messages that come out that Joe's ex leaks, I think that, yeah, she'll care about that because people are going to take that. And if they feel like Paige ruined a relationship, it's not going to be good for Paige. People, it's already been proven that people will turn on Paige. And I even see in the comments, like, Adam, why are you defending Paige? I'm not, it's not that I'm defending anybody. It's you got caught texting two chiz, is what Paige said. And Paige over here, do I believe that she was in this guy's DMs and having conversations with him? Yeah, I believe that. I don't think that she hooked up with him or did anything before that, but I don't know. And then do I believe that Craig Conover was silly enough to message other women? Yeah. Do I believe that he would go on to Tamron Hall and lie about it on national television to protect his brand and his business, that he literally only talks about those things on the show because he wants to protect them? That's why he doesn't drink alcohol and all of the things. And he told us he's a good liar. Yes. Do I think that she would come out and admit to cheating? No. I think all of those things can be true at the same time. Speaking of Craig Conover, though, let's roll the tape. Let's start with this one.
Incredible. Like, we were the first crossover like relationship. And obviously the beginning of any breakup is going to be messy, especially when you're under the microscope. And I hope everyone can see that like there was so much good that came out of it. So it's really just trying to like focus on the future instead of the past. It's like, I don't know if the buckets analogy is good, but just spending time, like putting your energy in the right places. You know, there's no right or wrong. It's just, you know, breakups happen and it's a good thing. Like, they're sad, but like you only live once. So you should find like the person that's for you. And I don't think it's anyone's fault. And so now you just have to be excited for the future and be like, there's got to be a plan out there for me somewhere.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, only 2 people know what went really down. Like, everyone else can kind of watch.
Yeah. Ours was unique because our sweeter moments weren't shown. You know, a lot of people put out their really good stuff, but you actually got to see our like conflict, but 99% of the time there wasn't. And so, I don't know. I just hope everyone takes something good out of it and, you know, can move past the initial shock and be like, no one's ever not better off after a breakup, you know, and it just takes some time sometimes.
It's time to focus on yourself.
Yeah. And just like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess sometimes we make things more complicated. Incredible. Like, we were the first.
I think that it's really, really good. Craig did a good job. I'll say that.
I come from a family and a background that if you aren't drinking as much, it means it's because you have an alcohol problem. Apparently, Austin thought I wasn't drinking anymore for like a PR thing. And it wasn't until, fortunately, you'll get to see later in the season that we finally talk about that. And I was like, what? I thought you knew if I wasn't drinking that much anymore, it's because I was doing it, you know, for my health and relationship. So you'll see a very funny communication synchronicity. No, that's not even a word. We finally talk, basically. Okay, so I come from a family and a background that if you...
Okay. I mean, again, this was more about the DMs being leaked and stuff, but I am curious what you guys think about that. I'm curious, just let me pick your brain a little bit. One, do you think these DMs exist? And like Ashley and Amani asked, do you think that she would care if the DMs were leaked? I personally do think she would care. And are you buying the story that Craig is sharing with us? I did ask you guys on YouTube in I'm going to make sure that I bring it up, poll. Shut up, Adam. And a poll what you guys thought. And now it's not letting me see my community. Okay. I wanted to see what you guys thought about whose side were you on. But smash the like button. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. Oh, no, it's very just like right in your face. Hold on. (2009) votes, 73% are Team Craig, 27% Team Paige. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Love you.